Hi and welcome to this new video. I'm sending you my love, my respect, wherever you are watching from. I love you. I send you peace. And let's go. Let's talk about awakening, something I love. And awakening is not something strange and we create. It just happens at some point in your life, and you just awaken to your truth, and you start realizing and remembering who you are and why you came here on earth. And it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It's This rarely happens to some people, but in general it happens as a process and it takes time. But it's so beautiful, even though it's got a lot of challenges. And you really, once you wake up, you just can't go back to sleep. And what that means is, once you know who you are, um, you don't want to go back to the old personality that the community has given to you and the lies that they fed you all along, since the beginning of your journey here on earth. So let's go, let's talk about this. I would love to start with forgiveness. You start to realize that you don't have to hold on to pain anymore, especially the pain that is coming from others, that at some point they hurt you and they did a lot of harm to you or to your parents or to your family in general. Those people who really had left a wound, an emotional wound, and maybe even a mental illness in you because of what they did when you were a kid or when you were a teenager or in whatever age you were in. And it could be your own parents. They hurt you in the past, or they are still. And the key here is you realize that, okay, I can only change myself. I can't change people. And once I change myself, I think that the world is gonna change its attitude towards me. What that means is you're receiving a lot of harm from the world, and you're playing victim, and you've been playing victim, and you were not aware of it, but you never took time to forgive others for what they've done to you. And now it's time. Why are you forgiving others for what they did if they don't deserve it? Well, I'll tell you what. Forgiveness is not about others in the first place. It's about you. When you forgive others, you set yourself free. It might sound strange, but I'll explain why. If someone hurt you and you keep thinking about them and what they did to you, it will affect your life. It will affect everything you do. It will distract you from where you are right now. It will distract you from doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, because all of your focus is on them. They are always on your mind. Maybe they don't give a damn about you. Maybe they don't care about what you think. Maybe they don't even think about you, and you're still thinking about them, and you're still hanging on to that pain. So the first thing when you forgive that happens is you free your mind from those people, because you know they don't deserve to be on your mind. But at the same time, you deserve to live free. You deserve to live free of pain, free of judgments, and you want a better life, and you deserve this. You know you deserve this, and you know there is always something wrong when you don't feel okay, or you don't feel like life is beautiful, or you know there is something wrong. You always know there is something wrong, and life is not supposed to be that way. Life is supposed to be full of love, beauty, full of forgiveness and compassion. Now I know this sounds perfect. You know, you can't change the whole world. Like there's still will be a hater, there still will be grudge, there still will be uh, stuff like envy, and people wish bad luck for others. But so what? Like, once you change yourself, you inspire others to change. And those who are ready to change will do. Right now, I'm inspiring people and I'm sharing these videos because I have a message to the world. And that message is love, ultimately. We all express love in so many different ways, and we are so unique on an individual level or a level. Um, but ultimately, we want love. We need love. We receive and we give love. That's the ultimate thing for all of us, whether we like it or not. And love is the only way to heal from everything. That's why forgiveness is so important for us to heal, right? Now, if you heal yourself and you free your mind from those people who don't deserve to be on your mind, you also send them blessings without you even knowing. You can be aware of it, or you might not be aware of it. But you free your mind, you free your heart is back pure, like a kid, like a child, and you feel the joy because they're not in your thinking anymore. Yeah? And I'm saying this from experience. Like, I've seen so many ugly stuff in my childhood from people did stuff to my parents or to my family, and the pain was so bad, like emotional, mental health issues, and it doesn't go away unless we choose to forgive. It really does not go away. We can hide it, we can ignore it, we can avoid it, but this does not mean that the problem is gone. It's still in there, it's still in you. And when you forgive others, you're no longer having an issue. Even your mental health starts to improve. I know there are a lot of things that we need to work on to be healthy in terms of mental health. But forgiveness is one of the biggest factors in this. So, my friend, I invite you today to think about someone who hurt you the most in your past, or maybe is still hurting you. And when you think about them, and when you always keep them in your mind, and you're always angry or upset because of what they did, is that helping you, or is it holding you back from having goals, or maybe it's distracting you from your studying, from your work, from your relationships? Because there is a whole topic about how our pain and our emotional stuff from the past can transfer and move to our current relationships. That's a very broad topic that we can talk about in the future. But here's the thing: you love yourself, that's why you forgive others. It's not for them, it's for you. Life will heal them, life will take care of them once they choose, or once it's the right time for them. But because you don't want to have this pain forever, and because you want to have a better life, and because you deserve to have joy and happiness in your life, you choose to forgive others. So if this resonates with you, again, I invite you to start thinking of people who hurt you and who did some or a lot of harm to you, and start accepting what they've done to you. Start learning the lessons. Start realizing what will happen if you just let them go from your mind, from your thoughts, from your heart, from your body. Because the emotions are stored in the body as well. Think about this, and you know, again, it's related directly to your self-love. You love yourself, that's why you forgive others. You let them go. You don't need them to stay on your mind. And if they are your own parents, once you forgive them, your relationship with yourself and with them is going to change. They will see the change in you. They will get inspired by you. And the parents are usually so sensitive, and they feel that when their child is changed. So they start asking or wondering what changed the child or their children. And once your parents like see you treating them well and like forgiving them for the past, and respecting them, and just doing the right thing that you in your eyes is right. I'm not saying there is a right or wrong for everyone, but that a standard for everyone, but I'm saying that you know, you're doing what your heart wants you to do, not what your mind and your envy and your anger is telling you to do. And once your parents see this in you, they might change themselves. And I experienced this with my parents. Once I changed, once I forgave the past, once I changed my relationship with myself, and I became more kind, and I gave more love to myself, I started giving more kindness and more love to my family, and my relationship like radically changed. That was so amazing. It's not easy. It's not easy because if we want to do easy things, we would live like other people, and most people are living in hell. We don't want to live in hell. We want to live in heaven on earth, right? So, yes, my friend, I love you so much. I send you all my love. That's my message for today. I don't want to make this video too long or too short. I wanted to cover forgiveness and in a very proper way, you know, not too long, not too short video. And if you like this video, if you get inspired, make sure you subscribe, you hit the bell button so you can receive all my videos, and tell at least one person about this channel if you know they need to hear this, if you know they need to get inspired, if you know they need support, okay? If you know they need to feel that they are not alone. Yeah? Loneliness is one of the emotions, one of the most emotions that kills the human soul. So, I want you to feel that I'm with you. There is always someone with you. The universe, God, the source, whatever you call it, is always with you. You have your spiritual guides and your angels. You really have a lot of support in your life, and you have fellow human beings. So realize this, realize you're not alone, and tell someone else today that they are not alone. I love you. See you soon.